How did McGonagall know that the Dursleys were bad people? I mean, she was just a cat watching them. I mean, what were they doing? I have stray cats in my neighborhood all the time, and I wonder, hey, are they watching me? I mean, we know they were bad to Harry, and we know that they were good to Dudley. So, with them just having a new baby, because think about it, Dudley would still be a toddler or a baby themselves right now. Why McGonagall were watching them? What were they doing to make her think that they were such bad people, even early then? Now we're jumping into the title. Why call it Sorcerer's Stone instead of Philosopher's Stone? Now we know what philosophers are in the U.S. The gripe was us in the U.S. we wouldn't get what a philosopher is. We know philosophers. We know Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. When we finally do meet Nicholas Flamel in Fantastic Beasts, we see he's an alchemist, which alchemy is an early form of philosophy. We would have got that. No need to change the title because Nicholas Flamel didn't seem to do very much sorcery. He did a little bit in the movie, but as he mentioned, hey, his sorcery days were behind him, so he was more of a philosopher, especially at that time. And just think, Harry Potter was, 70 years later? He's even more of a philosopher now than a sorcerer. Do any of the residents of Pivot Drive use their garages? That's actually a pet peeve of mine. If you have a garage, put your car in it. That's the designated room in your house for your car, so put your car in the garage. And do they all have the same model of car and they're just different colors? I mean, was there a sale at the dealership? Do snakes have eyelids? Can they wink? How did this snake wink at Harry if they don't have eyelids? Is Harry actually speaking Parseltongue here? Now in the next movie we'll find out about Harry being a Parselmoth and everything, but notice how cool they shot it in this one. They had the Dursleys move away, so if Harry is talking snake language, no one was there to hear him actually doing it. But that would have definitely freaked out Vernon if he had heard Harry speaking a language like that to a snake. Can you imagine? Why did Vernon drill this shut vertically? You know, if you turn it horizontally, you could actually seal the actual mailbox up. Did each professor try to get Harry his letter, or was this all Dumbledore? The letter and the eggs is screaming Hufflepuff house. Or it could have just been the owl's idea. Look at that one. Why did Vernon think that the owls would run on the postal schedule anyway? Yeah, no post on Sundays, but these are magical owls. They don't run on the postal, either the UK or the US Postal Service, dude. Why jump at the letters, Harry? Why not just grab one that's already on the floor and run? How in the heck did they get out here? Look at those currents. There's no way a boat could have got through there. Do they own this place, or is it like a verbo? Is that an electrical cord? Yeah, I'm not buying that any type of electrical pole or electrical service could make it out here in the middle of nowhere. Again, I'm still questioning how they even got out there. Would a gun actually do that if you bend the barrel? The late Robbie Coltrane, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't he look like a young Santa Claus in this frame? Now, Hagrid said he baked the cake, words and all. Another Gryffindor that could have been a Hufflepuff. Maybe I'm linking Hufflepuffs to cooking and baking too much. I always thought that Cedric Diggory didn't strike me as a Hufflepuff, but I don't know. Like I said, once again, maybe I'm linking him to baking a little bit too much because of Helga Hufflepuff. Why did Hagrid disguise his wand as an umbrella? Now, you know Hagrid was expelled from Hogwarts. We find that out in the next movie, and he said he's not allowed to do magic. Does that mean he's not allowed to do magic off campus, or he's not allowed to do magic, period? So maybe the wand is just a disguise so that he can get away with a little bit of magic every now and then. Did Hagrid just assume the Dursleys told him about his parents being magical at least? He seemed to be totally surprised that Harry didn't know anything. Would Dumbledore even know the Dursleys were Harry's only family if Petunia had not contacted him asking to get into Hogwarts herself? Now, again, was Hagrid not allowed to do magic because he was in front of Muggles, or is it because he's forbidden to do magic due to being expelled from Hogwarts? Why are Harry and Hagrid on the subway? How did they even get to the Dursleys without his motorcycle? But now they're on the subway. How did they get back? Only owls cats or toads are allowed as pets as Hogwarts. Is Hogwarts not dog friendly? I'm surprised Ron's rat was allowed. Did everyone know that Harry was taken out of the wizard world for his safety? It seems like he was turned into a fairy tale or a legend that witches and wizards would tell their kids at bedtime. Hey, this is the boy who lived. Is Voldemort there with Quirrell now? I mean, we know he can leave the head whenever he wants to and snack on a unicorn and come back like takeout. Yeah, I'm going to skip over the questions I have about the goblins and how witches and wizards only seem to confine them to taking care of their money and making their weapons and whatnot. Yikes. When did Nicholas Flamel decide to put the stone in Gringotts? We see it in Fantastic Beasts as a display case in his home. When did it get this serious for him to have to put it in Gringotts? The late Vern Troyer, ladies and gentlemen. Warwick Davis replaced Vern Troyer as Rupert in Harry Potter to ensure the character had a British voice, as per J.K. Rowling's rule of casting only British actors. It's interesting as in the later movies, Warwick Davis will be playing Griphook as well as the head goblin. How much money is that? Seriously, I see piles and piles of gold. Was this to keep it away from the Dursleys? Notice they left Harry on the doorstep with just a letter and not one gold coin, not any money to take care of this kid. Plus, in later movies, we hardly see Harry taking advantage of that stash. What determines what type of vote you get at Gringotts? I mean, key or magic? Is there any other place to get a wand other than Ollivander's? I've never heard any other wand maker mentioned in Harry Potter, only Ollivander's. So I'm wondering, who's their competition? Is it a wand monopoly? Did Harry's wand actually choose him? Or did it choose the part of Voldemort that lies within him? Now, of course, we wouldn't know about this until books and movies later, but that is the question. If Hagrid hadn't called Dursley a muggle, would he have missed the train? Now, if I was him, I would be looking around for other kids that were pushing carts that were full of suitcases and had like owls and toads. I'm just assuming that's where we're going. Why didn't Molly just look at the trunk initials if she couldn't tell her own twins apart? Did you buy that she couldn't tell Fred and George apart? I mean, I can tell Fred and George apart. I'm pretty sure his mom could tell them apart. What the heck is that sandwich? Seriously. Okay, Ron, why start with chocolate and peppermint and then wait until I top the beam in my mouth to tell me the gross stuff? Where was this frog going? He was obviously going to be smacked on the next window.
Nah, that's rotten luck.